My drapes arrived. And this video is being sponsored by Two Pages Curtains. I selected their Liz Collection Triple Pleat Ivory White with the 250 GSM lining. In today's video, I'll only be hanging one set of curtains in my dining room area because I don't have enough curtain rings to hang them all. So I do have a set for the dining room as well as the living room, and they are matching. Of course, you know I have an open floor plan, so I do like for these two areas to really coordinate and even blend into the next space. So the cool thing about their pleated curtains is that they're going to come with the adjustable clips. I'll show you a closer up picture or a little bit of how I install the clips a little later, but I want to go ahead and get these clips on and I'm going to hang them, and I will need to adjust them because when I measured my windows, I didn't measure my window like I would normally do. I actually measured the curtain that I already had. So I'm going to be off by 1/4 of an inch. And that's going to be fine because I did order some more curtain rings, and the curtain rings I have are 2-inch curtain rings. So I can use a 1.5-inch curtain ring, which is going to bring my curtains closer to the curtain rod. So we're not going to have an issue. When I got through hanging these curtains, my curtain was actually touching the floor, and I don't like them to touch the floor. I like them to really kiss the floor. So we'll be fine once the new curtain rings come in. And I ordered those from Ballard Designs. I did pick up a pair from Target to see if they would work, and Targets are made differently, and although theirs was $10, it only came with 7. So I will get the ones that are at Ballard Designs like the ones I have now, except they're going to be smaller and they should fit. So we're going to go ahead and hang these curtains, and like I mentioned, they are heavy because I went with the thermal 250 GSM lining. So the box was even heavy. It wasn't something that I could pick up. I actually had to slide it. All right, so here is a close-up view of the adjustable clips, and they can slide all the way off if you adjust them too far. And basically, you just open them up and you slide them right into the little gap that where the pleat is. And the little clip on the back will adjust up and down according to the length that you need it. So I think I went down like 4 notches. I think you can go anywhere from 1 to 10 notches down. So I went 4 notches, and just to give it a little bit room on the floor, like I said, it will be touching the floor, and I'm perfectly okay for now because I do know that once my curtain rings come in, we're not going to have that issue. And of course, once I hung them and steamed them, they turned out, I mean, they look absolutely gorgeous. I even closed them that night and took down my blinds. These curtains or drapes were really easy to order and select. You just basically measure your windows and you go through the little steps, and it will tell you how many inches you need. And I placed the order just like you would, so I was able to go through the same process that you all would go through if you were ordering some curtains. So I'll leave a link in the description for anyone who's interested. And here is a clip of some of the different fabric color choices you have to choose from. So basically you select your fabric, your lining. I also ordered a swatch for the lining, so I went with the heavier one. So I ordered my swatch samples before I even selected which color fabric I wanted to go with. They also have a teal line. There's a couple other lines to choose from, so be sure to check them out. I'll leave the link in the description. And one more thing before I forget, I did run the numbers on some of the drapes I had made in my home. I worked with a seamstress. I had to buy the lining and of course the fabric, and she made them. And actually I would have saved some money had I gone with 2 pages. So 2 pages have several different colors and shades to choose from, as well as they have that decorative fabric tape. So you can personalize them a little bit more if you decided to. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and finish steaming these drapes. I tell you, this steamer was the best investment I made. I used to use an inexpensive one when I first started my YouTube channel. I've always had a steamer, or I use an iron, but I invested in this steamer, and of course, you know, I use it for a lot of things, and most definitely I had to pull it out for these drapes. And after I steamed these drapes, I tell you, it took these drapes up to a whole nother level. They look like they were actually dry clean, especially with the lining on them. It gave it that luxurious look that you all know I love. All right, so here is the final look.